You know, the biggest difference really between movies and TV is in TV everything goes much faster. So the people have to be much more prepared, the directors have to be more prepared, the production itself, the camera people, everyone has to work faster. So you don't have much time, you don't have like on Terminator, I remember we had like sometimes 4 hours setup time for lighting, some dramatic lighting. And I mean, we did a little scene on the side or something like this, but there on TV, you don't have that time. You know, so you just move and you just quickly change the lighting and move. And you do, instead of 3 pages a day, you do like 10 pages a day sometimes, you know. So it's just much quicker, the whole thing. But it was an interesting thing to kind of get used to that and then to have the discipline to follow that new schedule, you know. And I love it because, especially at my age, it makes you really kind of like, I cannot, you know, kind of like be forgetful. I have to study my lines. I have to be on a set. I cannot be clumsy and I cannot pretend like I'm now 77 years old. No, I have to go and act, and action, and blah, blah. So you really kind of like make yourself kind of stay young this way, you know. And so I just thank the world of it, of doing that schedule and being up there in Toronto 4.5 months and to just have, you know, fun but hot.
The show's well written. It's you step into that character that's been written on the page and you know, work opposite Arnold, and it's there, right? It's definitely on the page to start with, for sure, all the history, and then of course the first time that we meet, it's this intense, you know, I kiss him, he doesn't kiss me back, I grab his butt, he almost doesn't flinch, you know, and then, I mean, and we're off, right? We're totally off for the rest of the show. So it definitely starts with the writing.
Yeah, it's brilliant writing.
I mean, it's an interesting kind of a concept that you introduce a character like that, right? That all of a sudden she's standing in front of you, and my character hasn't seen her for decades, thinking that she's dead. And the next thing I know is she walks up to me and grabs my ass, right? I mean, it's like, you know, and looks me right in the eyes, kind of like, you still got it? This adventurous kind of thing that we once had. And my daughter's standing right there.
Right.
When you say your line now, is it just a line or does it still pack a punch for you as well?
Well, it really, I mean, it depends what it is, always what line it is. Now, those lines became so historic from past movies, if it's from Terminator, or if it is from Predator, or if it is from True Lies, or whatever it is, whatever movie it is from, you know, that people like to hear them again. And then writers say, okay, we have to find the right moment for that. And so it's like, you know, it's all about using them wisely and then making it kind of like with a smirk and with a sense of humor, even though it's maybe in the most intense moment.
Yeah, no, sure.
Yeah.
Interesting that it was a writer's decision. I was wondering how that went, if you were like, I'm going to throw this in. Or,
yeah, well, sometimes it is, most of the time it's the writer's decision, and sometimes they come to me and they say, why don't you kind of like add a few lines that you think will be appropriate for this, let's just improvise. Then I throw out 3-4 lines, and then sometimes they pick that.